Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Zelda Speedruns. Tonight we have another race here for you in the S6 tournament in the Ocarina of Time Randomizer. The losers bracket round 3 race between Engel and Mr. Mario. Joined on comms tonight by HoloLogic and by Zephyr. How are you two doing?
Doing good, doing good.
I'm doing great.
Alright, I will hand this over to you two and we will get this underway.
Right on. So, insane players in the lower bracket. Not much more can be said, to be honest. Both Engel and Mr. Mario are fantastic players, and it's a shame one of them is going home today. We do have the stats up here, which is kind of damning for looking at Engel's choices or chances against Mr. Mario, but Rando can Rando at any point.
Rando can Rando, honestly. I mean, we got a lot of big names in this losers bracket overall. Sad to see both of them here, but hoping, whoever loses here takes it well, obviously, I would assume. But you weren't kidding about kind of awful stats weighted one side here.
Definitely, but you never know. Engel's a good player. He's definitely, obviously, earned his place in top 64 for this season. So, as I've said plenty of times with friends and in chat, anyone can take a match off of anyone in this. So, definitely not count it out, even though the stats are against him.
No. And I mean, Rando is going to Rando. All it takes is just one bad seed to ruin the whole thing for someone. And honestly, it can happen to anyone. We've seen it happen to a few people in this tournament already.
Definitely. And, we're getting a look at the seed here. We have a stone start with Requiem and adult start. So, I don't know about you, but this is an instant Requiem play. Or check the pedestal and then Requiem play.
Yeah. Definitely what I would think too.
Pretty straightforward opening, I think we can see from both these runners. And if we don't, then that's the first thing that'll be wrong about today. So start keeping a list.
I'd be surprised if we don't see a pretty quick Requiem. Maybe a small, Kakariko run really quick, but we'll see. We only have a few seconds here, and here we go.
And here we go. Underway. I'm not wrong immediately, so that's a good sign. I think that was Spirit, Fire, and Forest, and then I missed everything else.
Jabu Dodongo.
Engel will go nice and slow. And there's the Requiem as well. I mean, pretty straightforward. You get a free song, you get a peek in an item, you get a hint. And our adult spawn with these settings is set as vanilla. So if you don't get Prelude or Nocturne, then you just save quit and work right back. We got the GTG path to Twin Rova, I believe.
Ooh,
is that
spicy.
I think it was just a Deku Nut on top of the arch.
Early sorry is okay.
Not exactly what you're hoping for with an adult start. It's nice for your child section when you go back, but it would have been nice to get that glorious chain of songs going,
Mm-hmm. Does put your minuet check into logic, so it's something to consider maybe towards the end of your adult one run, depending on what items you pick up, but I don't expect that.
You could definitely see a potential play out to get the minuet song if they, have the items to clear out Lost Woods and stuff along the way. Otherwise, it's not exactly the best play.
Kakariko to Dodonga's double hinted at Temple of Time. Shadowpot and 20 are dead.
Amazing. So, we're gonna get a bomb bag.
Yeah, I would assume pretty early. I mean, it could be on 10. That would be the most annoying place for it.
Oh man, with a 20 skull hint and a 10 skull path bomb bag, that would be just par for the course.
Yeah, I could see this being a nice long adult one here. Is this Engel farming for just the 20?
Oh, just getting one. Okay. This is something that I like to throw in every now and then, like just farm up to 80, because I always start with going up like Mr. Mario is here. So you can just pop in, get your shield right away. It does take some time, and I mean, chances are you might find a free shield anyway, but it's nice to have that guarantee, right?
I mean, I'm pretty solidly in never buy a shield, so I'll take no guarantee and hope for a found one early.
Alright, I see there's a divide here.
Skull Kid, what was that? No, that's the bomb bag.
It, but there it is. Wow. Shocker. Path to King Dodongo.
Yeah. Big surprise.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate too, because we have a stone start with this seed. So we're only getting 5. I think his Skull Kid was a blue pea.
Yep.
We're only getting 5 path hints, right? So essentially that path hint for a bomb bag is kind of wasted when it could be for one of your other 5 out of 6 dungeons.
Yep, unfortunately, but hey. Early
At least-
ZL.
Oh yeah.
Good.
And a stick. Oh, a stick.
Oh,
upgrade.
stick upgrade,
Nice.
even better.
Oh, there you go. That's alright. This is why you should always pick up sticks. There's always the potential that it's that 20 pack, that upgrade. And you never know when you're going to find that Kokiri sword. Especially with a stone Deku. You might not even find it.
Stone Deku and Water Temple. Talk about
Oh,
a divide
yes.
there. Oh, big chest.
Another big chest. And
Early
string.
strength.
Seeds just screaming go to DC.
Alright. Just go do it, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. We also have the ZL, so we could get Sun Song check. You do end up leaving the Flame Locked check behind, which then kind of comes a point of like, do you go back and do flame storage as child, or like if you have Nocturne, like an easy way back here, or
I
just
think-
put it off until you have magic?
I think if you're already routing in Dompe digging, you catch it, but if you don't have Sun Song or good time of day for Dompe digging, then you just kind of leave it be.
Yeah. Can a dungeon be on the way of another? Yes, it could be. So you could have, with how path hints work, it's not exactly the most skilled at understanding how they work exactly, but if there is an item required for one of your medallion dungeons, and that is in a dungeon, there's no limit on... I don't think there's a limit on dungeons being hinted path. So if your hook shot locks your other hook shot, and it's in like DC, then you could get a DC path to forest or something
Yep.
along those lines.
Very true.
And it could be... I don't think there's a limit on getting dungeon path hints either. Like, there used to be, I think, 3 dungeons max.
Back when it was Waths instead of Paths.
Yeah. I don't think with how these path hints are generated that's a thing.
No.
So that's not something to be concerned about. So you could, like, we could get like a water temple path to something, which would be quite interesting, seeing as it's a stone.
Yeah. Would be par for the course with how this season has been doing.
And this is an early Eponas as well, so not exactly the 2 songs that you want as child, getting Saria's and Eponas.
Yeah, no.
Unless you're considering like a GTG rush, which is insane, but it works sometimes.
I mean, we do have the GTG path to Twin
Oh,
Roba.
that's true. This could actually be a GTG rush.
I mean, the thing is, I would think both of these runners would just be doing reverse wasteland for GTG, not Epona's, but knowing it's in logic might give them a little bit more of a reason to go there.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, with the bomb bag, you can clear out field, you can check Tektite Grotto. So going from the front is kind of a valid play. I like, we're not even 10 minutes in, we're already talking about rushing GTG. I think that's too early to be going there, but...
I mean, with these two runners, I'm not certain. There are a couple runners out there that I would be expecting the GTG play at the moment. These two, I mean, maybe, but I doubt it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely like that gamble play that someone might make to get that edge on someone, right?
It might be, yeah. I could see if they pick up a shield so that they can do the standing ground jump to get to the back end of GTG shotless, then maybe, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing too, like, if you're going to GTG, you don't have a hook shot, so you would need a shield or hover boots to be able to get further around, or hope to find Song of Time. That's a potential as well.
Yeah.
And you don't have bow either, so that's another 4 checks you're not getting.
Yeah.
So...
I need to pop in for 1 second. I'm very proud of the 5 people who have voted for a tie in tonight's race. Thank you both. I applaud that prediction. Thank you all 5 of you.
I was gonna say, I think Mario's got the safer direction to go here, and that is, Dodongo's Cavern. Because if nothing else, like, huge density, good chance to find a bow or something. 30 skulls instead there.
Yeah. Also, he got the gamer backflip off of the Switch. I think that's 1 frame that you can backflip, and you can actually get distance from the Switch.
Dude,
so that's
Mario.
one thing, too, about, like, these runners. I'm not exactly sure about Engel. I know he's a good runner, but Mario, like, busts out all the strats. He hits all of the swag. And now that I said it, I'm probably jinxing him.
Well, I mean, my bet's on Engel, so please jinx him all you want.
There we go. But also right there you can see through 2 bombs, and this staircase is a little wonky, where it only really detects the bombs exploding against the wall. So if you throw 2 bombs, like back to back, it can trigger the staircase to fall without having to blow up all of the bomb flowers.
So Engel is breaking a little bit here and got the boomerang early on that. I mean, that doesn't help you as Adult 1 again, but that's still, good to have that out of the way. God, so many seeds have been trolled by Casino Boomerang.
Oh, yeah. So now you're just hoping that if you find a path in for Jabu, that it's not DMT. So you can have some direction towards your Rudo's letter. That would be nice. But knowing how the rando does things, it probably won't be. But I think Mario had seen that too. It was in the DMT wall, right?
What I'm wondering is if Engel's going to go back down to Dodongo's here, if he thinks he has to make some kind of super risky play and like put off Dodongo's until he can just bomb chew his way directly into Dodongo proper. Because I mean, Engel has to know the stats as well as we do against Mario, and has to know that he's behind against Mario going into the race. He might do something crazy. I've seen like Engel does some of the craziest things when it comes to being behind. It's ridiculous and it's so cool for me.
Yeah, I mean, that would definitely be a play. Oh, well, spoke it into existence.
You did.
So that's 2 things that I'm not wrong about so far. This is a first for me. So yeah, I mean, skipping DC when it's a stone or when it's a medallion and the early bomb bag and strength. It's definitely a gamble. Hats off to players that can make that gamble. I think maybe Engel's just doing a loop around and then going to finish off with DC. Because I think if you do it the other way, then you're kind of tempted to continue out to Minuet and go through Lost Woods. Which could put some additional time and maybe be a little bit less efficient than skipping it and doing it as Child and hoping that you get Minuet at Lon Lon or something like that, right?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Like, I have seen Engel a good bit. Like I said before, he is one of the people I like watching a lot. He does make some really wildly aggressive plays if he feels like he's behind in a race, and this could just be him starting the seed out thinking, I'm behind, let's start running this really weird first.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm a little disappointed in MrMario because he has strength, and he just wasted a bomb there for no reason when he could have just picked up the bomb flower. After I praised him for his swag and his knowledge of tricks, he goes and does something like that.
Wasting bombs, how disgraceful.
How dare he waste that one bomb? I don't hope, because MrMario is my boy, but I hope that he runs short of a bomb at some point, and I can be like, oh,
hi there.
Hello.
That's a hint.
That was Skull Mask, right?
Yep. Skull Mask is hover boots.
Oh, that is hard required. So we're gonna see some trade sequence shenanigans.
If Mario doesn't get that hint before going Child, like he went back down to just buy a shield really quick, but if he doesn't go back up, shing the Sunset Wallet, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, he's going back up. I figured he probably would be, especially after seeing the big chest on the wall.
Yeah, he knew that was there. He can clear out Goron City. There's hints. You might find a hook shot to be able to get another song. And then there's that potential to continue it into going into Lost Woods, Kokiri Forest, SFM. Like, you have a lot of potential if you climb up a bit here. And if you don't want to continue, you could just save quit right back, Temple of Time. And almost a high five as MrMario runs past DC and Engel is going right into it.
All right.
So the Child trade sequence, we start with the letter because we start with a free song from Zelda. So we start with the letter, and you don't have to go and turn it in or show the guard the letter in Kakariko. So the mask shop is open. The Keaton mask is just chilling there. So all you got to do is pick up the Keaton mask, show it to, or give it to the guard in Kak, go back, and then pick up the Skull Mask, and then you go to the Deku Theater, and there you go. That is your Skull Mask trade sequence. You can continue it a little bit if you want to get Bunny Hood. Now, this is pretty contentious. I don't think it's worth it. Some people think it's worth it. If you have the songs, it's not exactly insane time sync. Because it's just picking, like... And we have Sarias as well. So you can turn in the Skull Mask to Skull Kid with the Skulls... Or we know the Skull Kid check is dead. Never mind. But... After the Skull Mask, then you gotta get the Spooky Mask and turn it into the Kid in the Graveyard. And then you can get the Bunny Hood. And...
I think without Nocturne, it's never gonna be worth the time.
Oh,
but...
100%.
I mean... Oop, 50's dead.
50's dead.
So we're just hoping for 40 now.
Yep, we got the 30 and the 50. Skull Mask being hovers. I don't think we've seen Frogs 2 yet.
Nope.
And we don't know what our Burning Cack song and OT song is.
Oh, the swag again. Just throws the bomb to intentionally hit himself.
Yep.
Cancel the animation, like everything. There's a good reason Mario is so high in this, because jeez.
Yep, and also if you didn't notice when he was going to the hint for Medigoron, as the first bomb explodes, you have time to pull the second bomb as you walk forward to have the explosion of the first bomb blow up the bomb in your hand and open up the second set of walls.
That one's not too terribly time intensive.
No.
Like you've got a good window to get that done.
Yeah, definitely. So Mario was just getting a couple extra hearts. He wanted to peek what was on the crater and what was in the wall, and then he reset the area, got his hearts back up to, or I guess he didn't peek this. I don't know if you saw that. That was way too fast for me.
That was a purple rupee, though.
But you kind of have to be quick here. Only 3 hearts. It's pretty tight on the timing.
I mean, unless you,
unless you're Mario.
I was gonna say, unless you can stall the timer like that, then you should be good.
That's just... I don't think I've seen anyone do it there, but that's some heads up. I think he would have been fine. It would have been really close. But as you're backflipping, you can hit the ocarina, and it, for some reason, takes the timer off the screen. And I guess because it's like a cutscene item. And so it'll pause the timer, so you can get some extra time there.
He's digging for bombs right now so hard, and he gets lucky on one patch of grass in there.
I knew it! He shouldn't have wasted that bomb.
Yeah?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Although,
he got the hover boots. Ain't good.
Yep, that's good.
Oh, Angel's wasting one too. Oh gosh.
We're all just wasting bombs here. Think of the environment. I don't know how preserving bombs saves the environment, but I'm sure there's something.
There's
Mario
something there.
for. And of course he gets another bomb drop.
Of course.
Iron's chest was dead.
And he's digging for more.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess I'm done trying. We're good.
Yeah.
I can live on 9.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't you get more bombs if you use bombs? I'm not 100% sure on that. And yeah,
Bombs, make bombs.
the ice final chest being dead. I kind of wish that hint was removed because it kind of feels pointless if you don't have it with the song in ice. But
I agree.
You know, dual hints, something about dual hints being better.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Quick 20-minute adult one with a Dodongo's into child for Engel.
So this is that divergence that we were talking about that we could have, where Mario is gonna continue his adult one here into Lost Woods, Kokiri Forest. Able to get pretty much all of the checks except for one scrub and the skull mask, an ocarina game. But oh, big chest here. I swear to God, this is always a big chest.
I mean, that's a big chest, but is it really a big item?
You know what? You say that, and every now and then, you gotta use Nehru's on Bongo. Because he's about to kill you. And Mido's is completely empty.
Chickens is dead. That was hint. Oh man, this is absolutely Angel Seed.
Is he a chicken skipper?
Oh, before the change to 4 chickens, he would literally last location chickens every seed, and if it had his go mode, he would just forfeit right that second. He would do it just to see and then forfeit. Every single time I watched him forfeit a race, I'm like, oh, so chickens has my go mode. Got it.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, Mario tried the Mido skip without C-upping or anything like that. And he whiffed it. So, playing
The small child.
the Saria Song of Shame.
Yep. Move the small child out of the way.
Yep. So this is interesting. This could really give Engel a routing advantage here if a Lon Lon song ends up being Nocturne. Or
Minuet in
Prelude.
particular.
Yeah, Minuet would be really good. I was thinking Nocturne or Prelude for the Skull Mask trade sequence. Which, I mean, Mario will get that.
I was gonna say it'll be the exact same order for Mario. I think because Mario's doing the hike all the way up to Minuet check, if this is Minuet, Engel just gets to do this entire thing without having to walk anywhere, so that'll give him a good advantage. But anything else, I mean, Mario's gonna do the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There's the Shooting the Sun wallet again. Hasn't changed. There's the Skull Mask, his hover boots again. Still hasn't changed.
Man, the game just wants to tell us all these things, but it doesn't want to seem to tell us our paths. Like, game, we're looking for one specific kind of hint here, and you're giving us everything else.
Ooh, this is
That
this
could
is
change
spicy.
things. That could change a lot.
A Song of Storms before going and Bottom of the Well. Oh, that is really good info and a good chain of events for Mr. Mario.
Ooh, that is, yeah.
Getting the Song of Storms and then the hint telling you, hey, idiot, go use that Song of Storms. And exactly, Bottom of the Well, full clearable.
Now, admittedly, that is Bottom of the Well to Bongo. So, like, the only thing we could, like, Magic or Dins down there.
Magic or Dins. We already have a Strength, so there's no Strength shenanigans.
Maybe
Could be a hook shot. Could be a bow. Those ones are kind of conditional.
Yeah.
Because there are obviously copies of the bows, and there is another hook shot out there. But that's some really solid info on your potential Magic or Dins, which could be like deep in the seed. Otherwise,
what are we doing here?
This is interesting.
What are we doing here?
You know what? I like the play.
I do.
I am a huge fan of Child Spirit.
I like this a lot. I would not have put this as something either of the runners were going to be doing this quick, but I like this.
You know, they both peek to see if the right hand was something. You can see that if it's a big chest from where you stand on like the little platform there out front of the Spirit Temple. So you can see if that right hand was a big chest. I don't think it was.
I didn't see it myself. I didn't see very well. I don't think it was.
But this does offer you some options here. Spirit is very notorious for being locked by a single small key on child side, and not having any small keys on adult. So this kind of starts to hedge your bets of when I get the ability to go mode Spirit or get to Spirit, I won't have to waste a trick child.
Very true.
And you can take this small key and continue up. And there is potential for items up there.
I think that's aggressive. I think it's safer not to, but I'm going to go ahead and guess by the fact he's walking back out of this room. He's going aggressive.
Yeah, I like with Spirit being a required medallion, I think it's like almost always the right play to continue up on child side. As long as you don't have like access to adult side. If you don't have strength to it makes sense to keep going as child because it's checks that you can get. Now, It might not be in logic at this moment. But it can give you a lot of info about the seed.
Yep.
If there's some wonky stuff going on. What did logic ever do for anyone? That is true.
I haven't done anything for anyone, actually.
Fair enough. I just put 2 and 2 together. That's your name is logic. In my mind, if you can get the Spirit Temple, it's in logic. I do not care about the keys.
Fair. I also like this play for making sure you don't get yourself magic locked or anything like that, because God, having to watch that Armos push because you don't have magic when your boss key is sitting right there. No. No. It's awful.
Yeah, definitely. So I didn't actually pay quite close attention, but it looks like Mario had enough time of day set perfectly for Dampe digging. He was picking up some skulls in Nightcack as well.
Not even slightly surprised.
And oh, there's a key that is magic locked in Spirit. So this is where a little bit of the logic understanding, I mean, it's Spirit Temple, so it's a lot of logic understanding, can really help you. So you know you're not going to find your first magic in Spirit. I mean, we know, because we can see both sides, we know that bottom of the well is Path to Bongo, so that could just be the magic. But
yeah,
in Engel's shoes, he can see that and be like, okay, so I'm not going to find my first magic. If it comes down to a hunt for magic, I know that, like, Spirit, it's not going to be on the top of my list. And speaking of a big chest...
Oh, man, let this be good. Let this be good, come on.
Because this is also magic locked.
Yeah.
So...
Well, it's going to be path magic, second magic right here. God, that would be just the most deliciously funny thing. Oh!
Wow.
And he's got the boomerang already, too? Oh, that was huge.
So this is the point of the seed where, like, as viewers, we're just going to see so much stuff happening. Engel just got his Ruto's letter. I don't even know how to put that in logic at this point. And Mario has just fulfilled his path in bottom of the well. He found Din's in the first chest on the left.
Yeah.
So we're probably just gonna be finding items, you know,
just left and right here. Wow, though.
And see, look at that, another massive item, absolutely huge.
Yep, just gigantic. Needed that absolutely,
yeah.
100%.
It puts all those grottos in logic now.
Oh, that's a good place to save quit too.
Oh wow, that is amazing.
That, like, wait. You're doing chickens, man? Who are you? Who are? God, you followed.
Wait, wasn't there a hint? Oh, Engel doesn't have.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay, it was Mario that saw it. All right.
Oh.
How the mighty have fallen.
I would expect no less, though. This is a bracket match. Like, this is literally your tournament life on the line. You gotta swallow your pride at some point.
Okay, Kokiri Sword.
I mean, Stone
Mario,
Deku.
You just picked up Kokiri Sword? But I understand that's an equip, so that's slow. Mario's thinking ahead. Never doubt Mr. Mario. Except for when he's wrong. I got the one jump slash, got the second, nice.
Yep, got the one cycle. I would expect no less.
I hate doing that. I hate that trick so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Deku, like, if you get Kokiri Sword this early, and you still haven't even been out to Child SFM, Child Lost Woods, Child Kokiri Forest. Deku is all in logic. Well, actually, yeah, it is in logic because we had Sarias to be able to get out there. So it's all in logic. It's a really good location, probably second best in the game for density and time. And we don't know what OOT is yet, so that gets you another stone.
No, very true.
I think it's a pretty safe play to do Deku.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's absolutely a safe play to do Deku. A little conservative, if anything. I could see Mario doing it. I could see Engel not doing it at all. I could see him skipping it entirely because, like, he's been playing a little more aggressive in my opinion so far.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm surprised because I feel like doing chickens there. I think getting that Rudo's letter is huge for Engel, and oh my god, and a hook shot in the bottom of the well.
Well is just loaded.
It's insane. We also had ice arrows there as well.
I mean,
so for all you memers out there,
we've gotten another piece of it. We saw Greg too. We just walked right past him.
Yeah, we're not getting that.
No.
I forget what I was saying. I don't remember what my thing was. Oh yeah, Engel doing chickens. I was kind of surprised because it's like it's a bit of a give and a take on what you think is risky, right? And I could see players thinking that climbing Child Spirit is a bit of a risky play. So with that paying off with the bottle, or with Rudo's letter, I would be inclined to skip chickens because I feel like I just got Rudo's in kind of a gross location. I'm gonna take that advantage and use that elsewhere, right? Like give me time elsewhere where like I'm not gonna do chickens. That's gonna take time.
Yep.
And kind of play to that advantage that you just got. But it also could be some metagaming where he's like, you know, I don't think Mario is a chickens gamer. I'm gonna do chickens. If that pays off, you know, that's huge for him.
Yeah, very true.
A lot of these decisions come down to your personal play style, if you really metagame what your opponent does, or if you just really don't care and you just do checks. Like, he save quit, he's in CAC, might as well do it, right?
Yep. Okay, yeah. Mario's gonna climb as well, so he's gonna get this job we wanted on Child 1 as well. That's really good.
Yep.
Oh, we got a Goron Tunic. Hello.
We got a Goron Tunic, so none of our wallets really mean anything. We have Zora Tunic from somewhere early.
Old-fashioned percent.
I think that was from the maze, Goron City Maze.
Yeah, Goron City Maze.
So yeah, so both the Tunics and Logic, Wallet's not going to be a thing unless we need to... Never mind, we don't need to unfreeze King Zora because we have Rudo's letter. And... oh my god, Mario, please.
Nah, it's all intentional. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's an RNG manip to throw those two bombs and not hit the wall. There's another GTG path Twin Rova, so that's the second one.
Yeah.
For some reason, we find a third, then we know that there's two items in GTG for Twin
I
Rova.
don't believe that's possible with us with the dungeon layout the way it is, but still.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Unless...
Nah, I mean,
no,
Fire, Jabu,
yeah.
Shadow, Spirit. We're gonna find something for all of them.
Yeah, that's true. Hints aren't like they used to be.
No, they're not. They're not. They used to be so great, so glorious.
I mean, they're still really good. Pathins
Gonna
can
say.
be really broken for just kind of telling you where to go.
I prefer Path personally, but I've mostly been
Same.
playing with Path.
And as Cubs has said, our last hint will be for fire or forest. So it could be like bottom of the well for forest because we found a hook shot there. We still don't have a bow yet, so there could be some potential for that. Fire, the big one is the hammer that we don't have, and that's a pretty unique item. So
Yeah. Alright. So here we go. Mario picking up this Rudo's. Gonna probably be like, oh, well, guess I'm immediately going there.
yep. And also, this entire time, Mario hasn't been to Lon Lon yet, which isn't a huge deal, but it was Bolero there, which will be nice later for getting to fire. I imagine he's gonna check this fairy fountain, try and help pass time of day, so that he could get the skull mask, and then continue on.
And from Torch Run, nothing.
The good old domain checks being agonizingly slow and then not paying off.
Right? I mean, I don't expect much less out of Zora's Domain. Either it has, like, 3 items on the 3 checks, or absolutely nothing.
Yup. And this is Mario just following Engel. This totally makes sense. You go up river, you got your checks through river, you get to domain. This is good for Mario too because he has storms, which Engel wasn't able to check on Frogs 1, which could either
see if it actually gets
detrimental or
something.
it's just a waste of time. We'll see. So we're gonna get the potential double Jabu play, which is always fun. Jabu's the worst.
Well, I mean, it's no worse than watching Double Forest.
That's true. Okay. So, SFM is Path to Volvagia. We don't know what the song there is yet as child.
Huh.
But our adult song was Storms.
Which got us K-Sword and Hookshot and... yeah, just so much.
And Dins, so... they're... BK on Pierre again? Oh boy, wouldn't it be fantastic?
I mean, is it really a Fire Temple if BK isn't on Pierre? Or Hammer Chest?
Or, like, something like... It's the Hookshot, Blockbind Storms from SFM, and then Longshot is on Pierre with Hammer being on Morpha or something.
Why are we trying to construct something this awful? Like, we're trying to construct something just completely vile in your head, aren't you? Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's kind of some things that I think about when I play, and what I hope to not find. But, also, I think we just saw our 40 hit there in River. I must have missed it when Engel got it.
Could be Din's path to Volve for letter for all we know. Yeah, that also checks out. Y'all are just a bunch of degenerates, though. This is awful, and I love it.
It's always fun to kind of, like, theory craft what the hints could mean, when a lot of the times it's just like, oh, no, your item, it was just right here. There you go. Why did Mario drop? What are you doing, Mario? Is this some gaming that I don't know? Or I guess not. Oh.
Ooh.
Vanilla Nocturne.
I missed that. I missed that hint.
It was a Vanilla Nocturne.
So Fire Force and Jabu to beat Shadow now.
Interesting. The plot thickens. So at least in this case, you know, you're not gonna find, like, you're not gonna have to go to Shadow to potentially find your hammer, or your first bow, or all this kind of stuff for those 3 dungeons. We have all the requirements for Jabu. So.
Yeah. And at the moment, so we're missing bow for Force?
Bow for Forest, and potentially just hammer for fire?
I mean, even if we're missing hovers, it's not like we don't know where they are.
Yeah, might need bow, depending on the key layout and the one chest that's locked by bow.
OoT is vanilla Song of Time for light arrows in the river chest and water. You all just... Everyone knows exactly what I want to hear. I love it.
Just amazing.
Nothing on Boomerang chest.
So 3 out of the 4 chests we've checked so far. Good old Jabu being barren.
Yep, I was gonna say, I mean, Jabu being foolish is kind of a mainstay, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. So I kind of wonder if, say you find Song of Time at Child SFM. We also still haven't gotten to GTG yet, which is Path for Twin Rova. If you get Song of Time, then that kind of opens up some stuff as well. What if Song of Time is the path for Volvagia?
Entirely possible.
I mean, I'd imagine we see our progression here get cleared. The other question is Mario probably does Deku. I think you play to that advantage of having Storms and having found your Kokiri sword.
Yeah. So has to be either Strength or Mirror in GTG. It actually could be first Magic too, because we know that Spirit is Magic locked at this point, logically.
Mm-hmm. What the path item being toilet? Oh man, we're just awful, aren't we?
I mean, that's half the fun of watching. That's half the fun of calming it. Is how awful can this be? Let the hate fill you.
Alright, please check that. There you go.
It's time to Volvagia. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's always like kind of hard to not like fall down the rabbit hole of thinking too much into hints. Because it's like SFM to Volv, it can be like so many things, right? Like, especially because Storms was there. So there's Storms locked checks, which we've seen all of Bottom of the Well and Frogs 1. There's 2 grottos that could also be behind, or that are behind Storms. Or it's just an item from Bottom of the Well that is also required to get something, or just to beat fire. You know, hookshot. It could just be hookshot to beat fire because of key logic, or boss key on Pierre.
Yeah.
It's like how, like, it's always an interesting thing to me. It's like, how far do you think, or like how much do you think into these hints?
So usually, like, as awful as we're being sitting here theory crafting how bad it can be, that's about how bad my like my own personal feelings are on my seats. Like, how is this going to ruin my day?
Just always right to like the worst case scenario.
Oh yeah. How is my day gonna get ruined by this hint today? Let's count the ways. It could be this, or this. Honestly, if I were going to put money, it's hook shot because we need Pierre, which is super simple. But I mean, simple. Keep it simple, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I'm always kind of like either one extreme or the other, right? So it's like, oh, we found the DMT path to Baronade, and we found Rang as one of the checks there, and we hadn't, like at that point, hadn't known where Letter was, and it's like, no need to think any further. Like, we got Rang, that's cleared, done. But then as soon as you get that ambiguous one, it's like, okay, down the rabbit hole I go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and it's just, it feels so bad when you get, like, you go down the rabbit hole as deep as you can in one direction. It's like, I was wrong, can't be this now.
And then, like, it always ends up, like, I go so far down, I'm like, wait, what was the original path anyway? Like, what was I actually following in the first place? And then it's like, oh, it was storms? Well, shit, like, so much stuff is lockline storms. Like, never mind.
So here comes the thing. Do you push Ice Cavern knowing how deep Rudo's was actually locked? Because at this point, like, you know Fire Force Jabu comes before Shadow. Spirit can fall almost anywhere in that line, but I just feel like Spirit's probably going to be deep just because, you know, the nature of how Spirit Temple usually is. I don't think you push Ice.
Yeah, I mean, some of the main reasons you would push Ice would be for the song, right? And in this case, we know where Nocturne is. We already have Requiem. Minuet is a nice but not necessary.
Oh, and there's our OOT, Serenade.
Oh, okay. So, alright, you know it's not going to be Serenade. So, now you kind of start, like, whittling down the list of what could be a nice. And that kind of plays into your decision-making of, like, is it worth it? You know, we don't have Irons yet. We have to get Icy Waters. It would be nice to find, like, a King Zora hint so that you don't have to come out and do that. But at this point, looking at their songs and what we know, Ice is either Minuet, Prelude, Suns, or Song of Time.
Ooh, is he going back adult?
I think this is getting the Skull Mask.
Okay, yeah. Because he's heading up to Lost Woods next. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks because it's going to be a trek to get to Lost Woods.
Gotta do what you gotta do, though.
But yeah, exactly. At this point, you've exhausted your song locations. Nothing's gonna bail you out from hiking across Hyrule Field to get to Lost Woods.
Unfortunately.
And you know what? To be like watching both these Engel's Baronade, like Jabu, was super clean. I didn't even like notice anything go wrong because you always kind of notice the ones that go wrong, as opposed to the ones that go like super clean.
Yep.
And same thing on Mario's side. Like the dungeon execution is always one of the best parts to watch if you're watching a specific runner. Is just seeing how cleanly they get through, you know, dungeons and really like minimize their time in there.
There's the second shield purchased, and I'm a sad hollow.
Man, buying it as child, dang. Although there is merit to buying it as child if you start the seed as child, because it auto-equips as adult. So that's always a nice thing to have. If you're routed in early.
Ooh, HC1 while he's here, might as well.
Yep.
Seems fair.
There's the Prelude's an ice, so that really, well, Prelude is a nice to have, but a not necessary, you know?
Yeah, probably don't rush that. 100% agree.
And also seeing the Fairy Fountain, which really sucks to route in at some points.
Missed the box skip first try.
Well, see, Cubs. Okay, he gets it second try. There we go. I wonder if Mario's been practicing that. But yeah, C-Cups, this is why dual hints are just better.
Yeah, right?
Because you just wasted 2 hint stones for what could be done with 1. And then we can bring back Barons. And then people can complain about doing a Baron location again and then finding Baron. Which I always think is hilarious, especially after Razor. Shout out Decker. We both did Stone Jabu. And it was Baron. Speaking of Baronade, unfortunate that he didn't quite get the quick kill or the quick transition to the final phase there, but he did get the backup, being able to throw over top of the little spinning jellies and stunning Baronade. A bit of a not so clean Baronade at the end, but
I mean, you're allowed to have small little bit errors. It doesn't ruin a good run otherwise. Not too worried.
It's always those things, though, that come back to you when you're, like, climbing Ganons. You're like, my opponent can finish right now. And I'm like, and then you just start nitpicking. You're like, oh, I lost 5 seconds here. I lost 10 seconds there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Really just start getting into the nitty-gritty of the details of, like, where you lost your time. When ultimately, it could just be more optimal routing, you know?
Yep. And I mean, so often, like, I'll beat myself up about, you know, time loss on this, when in reality it's, I needed to clean up the route to begin with, like, and I'm not upset about that. I'm just upset about, you know, the small mistakes when the big mistakes are still looming.
Definitely. So yeah, this is definitely interesting now for what Mario decides to do.
Mm-hmm.
Having Deku available. Also, Engel is getting his 10 skulls.
The only skull check we need to see.
Yep.
Admittedly,
And,
have we seen the 40 hint? I don't recall. I think we did.
I think we saw it in Zora's River.
Okay.
Yeah. So, surprising that 10 skulls didn't have anything, because, you know, whenever 20 is hinted and you're like, oh, sweet, I don't need to get skulls, I'll just get to 10 at my leisure. And then 10 has your, like, Megaton Hammer.
Yeah, had that happen too many times.
And it's like an hour and a half into the seed and you're just turning in 10 skulls and you're like, well, I don't think this is going well for me.
Yeah, because you always have to have in your head, like, when did my opponent do this? And you know 10 skulls is probably pretty quick usually, and then you turn it in an hour and a half and it's just like, I'm so behind.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when it's like the 10 skulls is your first bomb bag and all the other bomb bags are bomb locked and you haven't found any chews. Okay, so this is actually... I was wondering how they would route getting to Lost Woods, and this is actually really good because your save, your spawn as child is in Kakariko, right at the beginning. You can take the time and walk across field to get to Kokiri Forest, Lost Woods, all of that, or you save quit. You run through CAC, up DMT. Now you can get all of Child Goron City, which has been notorious for having that one item that unlocks a seed in, in Season 6.
Oh, yeah. If it's available super early, nothing. You get there, nothing. But every single time you don't go there until the 2-hour mark, it's like, oh, well, there was my go mode.
Exactly. So I can totally see Mario... Well, I mean, Mario might do the same thing because, like, walking out of Lon Lon, like the silo from Lon Lon, it's
awful.
Slow. It sucks. Like, there's no two ways around it. It's just awful.
2 bloopies so far.
And of course, Child Goron City just not going to pay off this time.
Like I said, when you can do it early, nothing's here.
Yep.
Sub 1 hour Child Goron City, nothing.
But yeah, I can see Mario doing a similar route up through Goron City, just because it's probably your best option, as opposed to walking out of Lon Lon. And Engel hits the pot first try.
Oh yeah.
Pretty easy when you have the bomb bag. If you're doing it strength only, then Godspeed, soldier.
I've done that too many times. I hate it.
I remember when it used to be in logic.
I remember the seed that killed that.
And you're just sitting there, just praying that you got the timing right.
Oh yeah, I remember the seed that killed that. First and only available bomb bag was in the pot, and God, there was a lot of forfeits.
Oh yeah. So the lovely skull mask check, where you sit and you wait to get an item after all your hard work of showing a mask to one person.
Now hey, we're showing it to a whole classroom full of little Dekus.
But they're so cute. Well,
I know, they're so happy.
I like how, for like no reason, and I don't know why I know this, but like on N64, you have to like roll and see up into the wall to reduce lag in the Deku Theater. I don't know why I know that.
I don't know why you know that either.
I honestly have no idea where I got that bit of knowledge from, and I don't know why. It's one of those things that I just remember now. But apparently lags like crazy on N64.
Yeah?
As does most things on original N64. And, like we were speculating, Mario is just following in Engel's footsteps here.
And we say that, but while he is a little behind in their current route, he also has all of Bottom of the Well done, which we know was absolutely ludicrously loaded.
Yep. That's one of those things where it's like, you hop into a stream and you're like, oh, I just saw Engel do Child Goron City and Mario's just getting to it. Man, Engel's like 5 minutes ahead. You know what happened to Mario. And it's like those small things that you might not pick up on right away.
I'll tell you what happened to Mario. He got ran over by a Goron.
Oh, and also Mario gets these storm checks as well along the way. So getting to see a few things that Engel was unable to. Oh, and that's the other Bottom of the Well hint. Nice.
Oh, okay.
Now, it's not terrible for Engel because, I mean, he needs to come out to Forest as adult to get storms, which will be easy with Minuet.
Yeah, the Minuet's going to help that route a lot. Happy 1 hour.
Totally called that. Knew that was going to happen. Yeah, we're at the hour mark. I'm kind of surprised that we're like still in this like collecting phase and like overworld phase at about an hour.
Yeah, that's gonna.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You're good.
I just really thought that like we found the Rang, we found the letter, we found the hook shot, the Dins. Like, we started getting items, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna, like, just start blasting through the seed, right?
Nope.
But still a few of those items that kind of just hard lock you from, you know, really being able to get to your progression. Now,
I mean,
Mario's...
we are going pretty good through the seed. We're already done with the Dongo and Jabu, which Jabu is traditionally one of those ones that's like a last dungeon to do just because either Rang or Rudos ends up trolling you hard.
True.
And I mean, we're at the point like we know Mario is going to be able to do Forest as soon as he goes back to adult now.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking how Engel routes this, how this works out for him. Because having that Minuet is good. It definitely cuts down on extra time that's going to go against Engel.
Yep. If Mario ends up doing Deku and there ends up not being anything in there, that's also going to be absolutely huge for Engel if he can dodge it.
Yeah, exactly. So with Engel getting Minuet there, his next course of action is probably once he finishes up his little bit of a child here section. Go adults, play Minuet, you get storms. I could see him going right back child to do bottom of the well.
I think you have to.
But you also have the 2 storms checks that you can get in Fury Forest and then DMT. So if he does that, if he thinks to do that first, he gets that bow, which really will save him. Well, not like a lot of time, but it'll make his trip adult not a huge waste, I would say, just to get the song and then go back child to do bottom of the well, because then he can get Forest done. Maybe Forest chains into getting Hammer, and then you get Fire done. Like you can have a potential path there. And also, we just found a shield that you only had to pay 44.
I don't know. Like, knowing that you already have Saria's song, so picking up Minuet means absolutely nothing. So, and like, Engel's got to be thinking, I've got to go back adult sooner rather than later. I think it's just Mido's house, K-Sword chest, and get out of here.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that. I don't know what else you would want to do as child here. Like, you can do some, like, field into lake to maybe set Pierre, but I don't... Without a hook shot, you don't have beans, plant for lake.
He actually bought beans.
Oh, he did? Okay. All
yeah.
Right. So, that could be a play. But you also are considering your... Oh, my goodness.
That's really good.
All right, then. So this is like a no-brainer. Go adult, Minuet. Oh, and we have another big chest that Storm's locked. What is this seed?
I don't know.
Is this the 3rd bow? Oh my god, it's Iron.
No, put those back. Put those back. We don't want those. No.
Okay, well.
You keep your DLC boots game. We don't want those. What's scary is that gives the idea that, like, Water Temple could have the hammer.
Yeah, that's true. Like, Storms being path to Volvagia. You've found so many items behind Storms. Like,
hammer under the ice, the monkey's paw curls.
Mario's hookshot was in bottom of the well. Can't remember which chest, but it was there. But yeah, it's like the Storm's path to Volv is just so ambiguous at this point. Like, for Mario, he's found a bow, he's found a hook shot. Those both could be required. He's now
he found a second one though.
He hasn't gotten the second one yet. So if he does K-Sword, then he knows that it's not bow. But you have hook, you have irons, you have dins.
K-Sword.
Like, you know it's not gonna be for dins for Shadow because fire locks Shadow. But and K-Sword, exactly. So yeah, that's why he's in Deku. But it's like, which one of those Storms locked things is your path?
Oh yeah. There's just too many of them.
But in his position, I don't think you like hyperly focus on that because there can be so many things. Big chest. Oh, okay.
Good convenience. Good convenience item.
Storm's path for K-Sword for scale for
Nah.
Ruto's letter spot?
No.
no. That's silly. The Sun Song on Crater. I kind of find it interesting that Engel would have played Minuet and then Bolero, as opposed to Bolero and then Minuet. Just go right into Forest.
He doesn't have the hook shot yet.
Oh, that's right. Yep. That's the thing that he's forgetting. Or that
Yep.
Yep. I'm ahead of myself.
You are. We have another big chest, though, on Mario's side, so,
Deku. Oh, Lens?
just
boy.
more things that, like, locks
More
one
fates.
check. Chess game's not in logic till we get the magic for it.
Yep. Mario's also just collecting a couple of skulls down here. So Engel's gonna get his second bow. Now, you have the path in for Engel, right? You have your bottom of the well as path to Bongo.
Yep.
I feel like more often than not, most people would always. Oh, Mario didn't get the swag B1 skip.
He was practicing that before the race started, too, I believe.
He was. But yeah, for Engel, it's like you have your path in for Bongo for bottom of the well, right? You can't get into Shadow just yet. So do you want to prioritize doing that, or do you do G here because we have GTG path?
I think you prioritize it because, I mean, hook shot is a very possible path, too, and that's something that you really need.
Yeah.
And that's, yep, there
Yep.
it goes.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Like, I will stand by it. Bottom of the well is, like, almost always the right play when you can do it.
When you can do it early.
Yeah. Like if you have the availability to get into bottom of the well, and you don't, even if you can't full clear it, like if you don't have bombs, you can still peek everything. So you know you have the knowledge, you have the info. So I think bottom of the well is almost always the right play when you have the availability, especially early game.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree, absolutely. It's way too dense.
And your spawn is right in Kakariko, so like it's a super quick save quit, and that brings up another point here. Differences between these two runners. Mario is playing on a Wii Virtual Console, as opposed to Engel playing on an emulator. I'm not sure which one. I think RetroArch. I saw a shitty UI.
I love that's defining characteristic.
Yeah. So that brings up another point of differences that can kind of speed up or slow down. Emulator has faster save quits and save resets than VC does, because VC has the classic controller text, all that stuff. So it adds time if you need to save quit. But VC overall loads areas faster than emulators. So there's a bit of a trade-off. With the random spawns, emulator kind of comes closer with VC in how much time you gain or lose, because you can be save quitting so many times if you don't have prelude, if your child spawn is really good. So this is really good for Engel, having the spawn be in Kakariko. Saves on time getting there, and you know, finding the items that been longing for.
Hello there, Dins.
So we saw a whole Deku, and we got a lens and a scale.
Songs are hard. Everyone's gonna say it.
Yeah, songs suck. Why do we play this game that has songs? Just remove them.
Using the bubble to push him. I'm sorry, that was so funny. Push me, bubble. Do the work for me.
Especially ones that are actually in the game. True. So yeah, so Engel can save a whole Deku here if he decides to skip it. You could be thinking in this position that like you're behind on getting bottom of the well. You could be thinking, oh, my opponent might have taken those bombs, the strength, Saria's. I went out to Minuet in Adult 1, so they've already done all this, right?
Yep, which is the fact.
Which is, exactly, in this case, it is the fact. So you could be thinking that and try and to metagame to see, you know, what your next best option is. Your child, you get Kokiri Sword. First instinct would be to go and do Deku, but you also get your hook shot, and that's Forest. So I could totally see and totally be a valid play for Engel to just leave bottom of the well, go back adult, start doing his progression, because that's what it comes down to, is getting your progression done as well, right?
Yep. And that's what I think the right play is, and the one I think he'll make is just go get progression done, because all it takes is just, oh look, there was just hammer inside Forest Temple, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. And you have more available as adults as opposed to like Deku and whatever else you have as child right now.
Engel just got chewed on.
And he has Kokiri Sword, you can just equip it. You just picked it up.
But that's menus.
True, but you're gonna want nuts anyway for the keys.
That's menus.
But you're gonna... Yeah, no,
but...
I would probably do the same thing, to be honest.
I have a nasty tendency when I pick an item up in an area to forget that I've gotten it until I leave the area. I can't tell you how many times I've picked up Strength 2 in GTG and just walked out.
See, that's what I was saying to some people before with the skill in using FW. It's not hard to use FW properly. The skill is remembering you have it when you find magic, like 2 hours later. Like, that's the hard part, is remembering you have FW available.
Right? Picking up FW 10 minutes in, get magic an hour and a half in, and just, I don't have Aurora's Wind, I don't know what you're talking about.
You only remember when you're going up Ganon's Castle to get the hint, and you're like, oh man, all these other scenarios I could have used FW this entire seed. And I'm using it just for the hint, and when he says it's in my castle.
Right? That's 10 skulls, finally.
Yup, that could have been pretty bad if it, like... If it had, you know, something significant early. But I think with what the seed has been giving you, that maybe, you know, 10 skulls was a massive priority on Mario's side.
No Kakariko path either, right?
Well, you had Kakariko path to King Dodongo. But...
Oh yeah, but I mean, that was a bomb bag.
But yeah, it's not going to be 10 skulls.
No, not after the bomb bag, then we're good.
Okay, so this is a warp out, maybe just to save
quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go.
He was trying to throw us off with the Deku play, but it was just the get out of bottom of the well to save quit to be able to get back to Temple of Time. And yeah, we're gonna see the double forest. Now, some people don't like this, but there are optimizations that you could have. You know, the small thing. This is a very heavy dungeon or execution dungeon. So even just something as simple as this is like shooting the target to see what that is before you get up there. If you have long shot, you can hit that chest from the door alcove to the floor master. So like small things like that could save you time. There's ground jumps that you can do without putting the blocks all the way if you have hovers and bombs. I don't know if Mario goes for that, but there's a lot of tiny a lot of tiny execution things you can do here, and it's not like super flashy, it's not the most exciting, but you know, they are there.
Oh no, and I love, like, I admit Forest is one of the most boring dungeons just because the routing it's so linear.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when you get to ignore the route that's going on, ignore how they're routing it, and pay more attention to the finer details of what they're actually doing. Like this, getting the Iron Boot and just hook shot this chest rather than having to drain the water.
Yep. Apparently that's a glitch, by the way. It's not allowed in glitchless. There's also a funny thing that can happen when you hookshot the wall and take off the iron boots. Oh, that's allowed in glitchless? I thought it wasn't. But yeah, there's a funny thing that can happen when you take off the iron boots as you hookshot and hit the wall, and you can just like yeet yourself like straight out of the well all the way into the sky. Oh, it's banned and restricted glitchless. Okay. So hitting the target early in the push block room, because you can just hit it like right from the door, so you don't have to take the time to go up there. Like, you're pushing the blocks anyways, so yeah, you're gonna be up there. But if you had long shot, you would be able to long shot up to it from the door to the floor master. So just like things like that, like while they can't do it in this seed, things like that can kind of be like mini routing changes and execution, time savers.
And honestly, just overall swag and entertaining for us viewers.
Yeah, exactly. So Mario has bombs equipped, so I imagine he's going to be doing the ground jumps, because I don't know why you would have bombs equipped here in the first place if you weren't doing this.
Same for Engel here. Got the bombs going.
So fun fact, you got to push it 7 times, both blocks 7 times, to be just enough out to be able to ground jump up to it. The first one you don't really have to count, because as soon as it passes the wall, 1 push past the wall, then that's good. The second one you have to count for the 7 pushes. Then Mario screws up the ground jump, so now it's slower.
Certainly feels slower.
And then Engel did the same thing there, where he shot the target before, well, he was at the door, at the floor master door, and he shot the target to see what that chest was, to see if he needed to go and grab it. Another peek here, which, I mean, this one feels like more than half the time, like I would say like 80%, 90%.
All right.
Nice. It's completely pointless to do this peek, because so many times that's a small key or boss key or a big item like that. And like, I don't have actual stats on that, but it just always seems like there's at least a small key there.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know how the game puts the keys or whatever, like, but it just always seems like that's almost guaranteed a small key. Like, so many times I go for that peek and it's just like, oh, I gotta go get it anyway. I'm messing around with a stupid peak.
Yep. It just, and every time I actually get, so I have a slight issue with that peak. Sometimes it doesn't want to work. And every time it works fine, it's like, oh, well, I gotta go get it. And every time it's like, I'm sitting there fighting with it. It's like, oh, okay, never mind. We're just gonna go look. And then it's like, oh, I could have, if I had just gotten the peak to work, I'd have to do this.
Yeah, exactly. And like that peak sometimes is just so finicky to get that it's like you waste more time doing the peak than you would save if you got it first try, or if you just go and get the item.
Yep.
Or go and look at it from the ledge. Like, you don't even have to jump down. Like, you can just walk in, see up, look in, and like, oh, okay, it's a small chest. Turn right back around. Or also, Mario hit the... I mean, gainers aren't, like, extremely difficult in this game, especially with the quick boots. But when you come into that first room with the red Poe, you can just roll and then equip hover boots and backflip and gainer over the railing to get in position to be able to shoot the 3 paintings.
Yep. Light
Gainers
arrows are just here in Forest Temple.
Gainers are so sick. Like,
They are.
you can do gainers so many places.
Yep, and getting used to that and learning those locations is honestly one of those things that I want to get better at. And it's a huge way. Like, it doesn't save a lot of time, but over the course of a run, just how many different places you can do, it's just nuts.
Yep. You know what? I never considered pulling these blocks from this side. I always just pushed them. But the red one, especially if you shoot the switch, it totally makes sense. Like, you don't have to go up here and push it from the other side.
Yeah. See? This is why I watch, because I get to, you know, learn that kind of stuff.
You learn something new every day.
Oh,
Let's see if Mario gets the gamer shot. Pretty easy with the hover boots, so you get quite a bit of time to readjust your aim.
no swag of sticking the bubble to the switch. That's the moment.
Sorry. Okay. If this was a small chest, I think it's a big chest though. Down here, you could bypass having to wait for the ceiling to fall down and then go back. Oh, it's the boss key. You can do a side hop and then a backflip off of a small chest there, and then just back walk to the door before the ceiling starts rising up again.
You just like walk across the ceiling.
Yeah, but you gotta be quick, because as soon as the ceiling starts to move, it's like a void plane. So if you're in it when it starts to move, then you just get voided out, as if you got crushed.
Reverse crushing, if it were.
Yeah, exactly. And then just slow puzzle. Not much to be said about the puzzle.
So at the moment, would you call this a bit of a jet?
It has potential for sure. I would be concerned playing the seed how fast it's going. But there's still a lot of variables, I would say. Like, you don't have hammer, you don't have magic, you don't have strength 2 or mirror shield yet. Now, you have a path in GTG being path to Twinrova. Now, if that's strength 2, that could be concerning, because as we all know, Mirror Shield just loves to be in Spirit Temple. And Spirit just has so many checks that at this point, it's like a no-brainer that if you get strength 2, you're going to Spirit. You've done the child stuff, you've done the magic lock stuff. You just go through and you do your progression, hoping that your progression has your required items as well.
Oh yeah, I mean it honestly is just the best bet.
Yeah.
We can hope that it's Mirror Shield and GTG and we're just looking around for one of the last 2 strengths. But I mean, at that point, you know, it's going to be strength 3 is strength 2 locked, and strength 2 is just going to be the awful, awful troll.
Oh yeah. Like, Strength 3 is going to be in the adult climb with the mirror to unlock the door, because it's always there. Like, I swear to God, Strength 3, or it's at the top of Spirit. The mirror shield locked one at the top of Spirit. Like, it's always there. But yeah, this is kind of a seed where it's like, when you get to GTG, which I imagine that both of them are going to go and do right after this. And you find mirror shields, it's like, I need 1 item for 3 dungeons. Like, 1 individual item for each dungeon. And it's just so annoying. But we got our magic.
Yep, that's
So
one
that's-
less casino.
That's 1 less of those casino items. Because if you find mirror shield, then it's like, okay, I find strength 2, I can beat spirit. I find hammer, I can beat fire. Once I find hammer and I can beat fire, then I can beat shadow. So it's like, it's 1 item that's like locking all of your progression for 1 dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the worst. But yeah, like people saying in chat, like, you just rush GTG at this point.
Yep.
It's the only thing that you have progression info on, and we haven't been out at all over to Valley or Fortress or any of that.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
a lot of untapped checks, and also is MrMario going to get a quick kill? Gets the first stun, good. Second stun, should just be 2 stabs. There we go.
Just always so impressive to watch
That-
that.
That is the, like, it's so tricky to learn, but once you get the muscle memory for it, it's so satisfying to do. So how it works is, when you shoot an arrow at Phantom Ganon when he's out of the painting, he'll spin his trident thing as a attempt to block it. But when he does that, he's still vulnerable to a slash, which can stun him. And so you're timing it, so as he comes out of the painting, you hit him off the horse or whatever, and then he starts to float towards you. And you shoot him again, he does the spin. You slash your sword to stun, then you go into a jump slash, and then crouch stab, and then you have to pull your bow out right away, shoot off another shot to get him to do the animation once more, and then you can hit him with the sword again, stun him, jump slash, 2 stabs, and he's done.
Here we got the backwards GTG play.
Yep. I'm kind of surprised he's reversing. I guess it's just kind of get to GTG as quickly as you can. I guess you could check Wasteland. Because we haven't seen any of Field. Besides Boulder of Destiny. Beside the one boulder that's just to the right of Market.
Yep.
So I'm
Honestly,
kind of
with
surprised.
path, I'm not. With the path we already have, I mean, we know GTG is going to have something. It's the last path we need to fulfill. And all it takes is it being something stupid like Hammer. It's like, oh, so I need to do Hammer Lock, so it could potentially just be clear fire to get into Shadow for what I need for Spirit. Like, especially since it's Spirit and there's just so much up in the air, there are enough chains of, convoluted logic early that solve the rest of the siege without you having to go out of your way too far for it.
Yeah. And I would say that in this position, doing field checks on the way to GTG is a really safe play. And exactly like you said, like, it could just be you get 1 progression item in GTG, gets you to fire, gets you to shadow, that kind of stuff, right?
Yep.
Or gets you to spirit, gets you to fire, gets you to shadow, that kind of stuff. So it totally makes sense to rush your path. And I mean, what do you do after? Like, you probably jump down into lake, you start chaining into other checks along the way, right? Like,
Exactly.
if
And
it
then
just
you
ends
get
up being mirror shields, then you just continue on doing checks in an efficient manner, right?
Yep. Honestly, and you know, dropping your way into Lake also gets you easier access and quicker access to the Southern Hyrule field checks if you're looking to do those still.
Yep. So it's really nice getting caught by the guard there because you can peek the rooftop chest before jumping down into here. We have Engel fighting Phantom Ganon. We're free of the forest temple, almost.
Free of double forest at least, but something.
Yeah, exactly. And Engel not going for the quick kill, which makes sense. Like, it's such a top tier strat to go for. And like, even if you know it, it's never a guarantee unless you just put so many hours into practicing, getting it, you know, down pat. But still a good Phantom Ganon fight. He didn't really troll too much.
No.
Maybe
Honestly,
one or two balls, you know, didn't go exactly towards him, but that's just the nature of the fight.
Yep, he is honestly very predictable. Going
Yeah.
for the piece of art.
I like it. He was at like 3 out of 5 hearts or something. You just get to
6,
refill and
yeah, I mean, efficient.
I mean, I know they have the Goron tunic, but it's still nice to just have a little bit of extra hearts. Doing Spirit and the Knuckles and like Naburu and Twinrova, like you can lose health fast in those fights. And horseback archery was nothing. Mario not being a gamer and getting 2,000.
Yeah.
Shame, especially when he has a cheat adapter.
I mean, how else do you get the quick kill on Phantom Ganon? Come on, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, let's see how deep our path is here. Honestly, for the awful, I'm hoping it's Mirror Shield, but it's in Heavy Block.
Oh, man. And no Strength 2 in here, so you have to find Strength 2 somewhere else and come back.
You got it.
Yeah.
Make the entire dip feel awful, like do literally everything and be like, there wasn't a single path item here. Come on.
Yeah, that would be the worst. Like, everyone memes about like, oh, rush GTG, and then when you rush GTG, it has nothing, and then when you put it off, it has everything. This would be a case where, like, if you find nothing, that really sucks.
I'll
GTG
fight.
is bad in the S6.
I'll fight.
Wow, that is a take. I think rushing it, like, depending on how quickly we're talking of rushing. Oh, excuse me.
Grab 3 of the silver rupees and just nope, bye.
Yep. Like if you're rushing it like 20 minutes in with like just hover boots or something, like you're absolutely insane. And I'm gonna be livid if I lose to you.
I guess I'm insane then.
Like if you have Eponas and hover boots and like no bombs and like 5 chews or something and you rush GTG,
yeah,
I'm a lose it.
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you find like a hook shot, a bow, Kokiri sword.
Yep.
And in like 4 checks, I'm like, there's no winning. Listen here, Cubs. OoTR it's an experience. All right. So far, not seeing anything of note.
More keys. Oh, there's the big chest finally. Can't get to it yet, but we'll see it soon. Maze is empty, it looks like? Yeah, maze is empty.
Yeah, surprising.
Oh, no, is it? Or is he going through because he can't quite get that last peak quite perfect? Yeah, he had to go through to get the peak. Counting keys, yeah, I can see it. Just couldn't get that peak quite perfect. Like, it's small, but is that a key? I can't tell.
Yeah, with CSMC on, it's kind of hard to be like... I feel like I have to be super diligent on actually counting keys. Because you peek the maze and there's nothing there, you're not picking up any of the keys.
Yep.
But then, when it comes time to like, if you need to come back for Strength 2 or for Toilet, it's like, oh shit. And then it comes a game of like, trying to remember, and then like, opening the VOD and seeing if I can see the keys again. So Mario not gonna get the lineup on the back walk, which is fine. He just got into the little alcove there to not get hit by the boulder. If you time this room like just right with your movement and execution, and you line up the back walk perfectly, it's not like insanely precise like pixel wise, but like just getting it on the fly. You can back walk up that last bit there without getting hit by the boulder. And some mirror shield.
That's a pretty clean path, if I do say so myself.
That is a fulfilled path. Let's just leave GTG. There's nothing left here. Don't full clear.
You gotta at least get the other big chest. It's responsible.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just memeing.
Show me hammer.
I'm memeing because Mel's here. And all of the full clear your path people.
Nah, we already saw a big chest here. You gotta get it, especially when you know
yeah.
there's a chance hookshot locks hammer!
Okay.
My spoiler log logic works again. Yes!
And yep, the immediate... I mean, he was done. He couldn't get any more checks left in there. And then, okay, so Mario's gonna take to the hammer rocks.
Strength 2 from go.
You're right here. This
no.
is just a safe overall play of just checking this. Like
we are not in no mode.
Not quite in no mode. The mirror shield from GTG fulfills the path to Quinrova, so we don't have anything particularly pointing to. Oh, is he doing the recoil? Oh my goodness.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh, this should be good. Take off the you take off the hover boots before you recoil. There.
Are you kidding me?
And then this is another recoil.
The man is cracked.
You have to wait a couple of seconds, like not a couple of seconds, but a couple of frames to get that recoil as adult. Dude, Mario knows all the strats, and it's always a joy watching him. I guess he knows that the valley was nothing?
You could get a good peek on it. It looked like a piece of heart up there.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see that.
Yeah, you're just doing it for frame buffers to make sure you're on the right frame.
But this is actually kind of crazy though that it like Engel made the right play of skipping Deku, right? So he is not too far behind, even having been lacking on the storms early. So this actually can still like come down to some execution flubs, like maybe routing choices on trying to find strength 2 if it's not in fire or if it's not in shadow.
Yes, just get out of there. Go. You know you don't have time, man. Yeah.
And just like that, like he's saving some extra time on Mario. Mario played a little safe, checked Valley. So this is quite a close match right now. And this is always like the fun part of watching, because you see them diverge for like an hour and a half, right? And then it all starts to come back together.
Every time too, it's always almost like poetic how well it comes back to.
Yeah, exactly. Like players of this caliber, and that's a fast boss key as well. So Mario did the bottom loop first, and Engel went for the boss key. This is like
bomb refill. He's just getting a bomb refill really quick.
Yep. Get bomb, get a fairy, top up on health. You do. I was gonna say Pierre. That's not Pierre. It's Volvagia. You do Volv right away. You get your Nocturne. You rush Shadow. Like.
And then we're just in this Strength 2 Casino of Hell, and God, I'm locked in and ready for it.
This is like within like 30 seconds of entering boss fight.
Yep, I think Mario's got the execution advantage, just watching this just ridiculous stuff he's been pulling off. But it is going to be very, very close either way.
It's only a casino once we finish Shadow and we don't have direction.
Yeah.
I can't even like focus on like 2 quick kill Volv fights. Like absolutely clean by both of them. No troll holes. Like it's just both runners are DQ'd. Oh, rip.
Oh no. Yep. Jeez. Like we're watching the Volvagia death scene in tandem here. Like, man.
And Volv has a small key, so I mean that's some like hovers implications possibly, but not that we know of. And like in the blue warp within what, 10 seconds? 15 seconds? Something like that? Five seconds, actually, from getting the forest medallion.
Oh, Mario was trying to play Nocturne, I think.
Oh. Okay, so Engel might be given some time back here because he's gonna get Prelude Song, which I think is gonna be Song of Time. Yeah. But Mario's also checking the Fairy Fountain, which is a safe play because you're right there. And Engel's coming right back. So this is... There's a Poe in a bottle. Nice. That's only our second bottle.
Oh, mega lol. So, where are we going? We're going down to, you know...
We gotta go down to CAC.
Yeah, grab Nocturne.
Vanilla Nocturne, and then it's a double Shadow. So we had a almost double Jabu. They were both in there at the same time, but Engel finished sooner.
High-fived on the entrance and exit of Dodongo's Cavern.
Yeah, a high five on DC. We had
Double
the double forest. We had the double fire. With like less than 10 seconds apart in fire. And now we're getting the double Shadow. Like, this is what you want from a race. Because,
oh, man.
Like, they've both made different decisions to get to this point. And you just get to see, like, Mario loses some time on playing the song. Songs are
Songs
hard.
are hard.
And then it can all be blown away with, like, Strength 2 just being somewhere random, right? Like, there's no guarantee that it's in Shadow. It's just your best bet at this point.
I mean, it's progression. There's no good reason not to.
Exactly.
Had to go turn in 10 skulls really quick. If only he knew how close everything was right now. Oh, fuck! That's a fantastic place to put that hint game. You're mean. That's just mean.
And Mario's equipping the lens to see the true spinner. But Engel can save time because he's on emulator, and he can do a save quit from dead hand as opposed to walk back through. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, lens meta. Lens meta.
Seems stupid. So it was seeded to be the middle one, right? So we'll see what Engel gets now. Because, or no, sorry, it was the first one on the left. I didn't see that. Mario is on a Wii Virtual Console. So there's some slight differences between emulator and non-Wii. The save quits are faster on emulator, but general load times through transitions and stuff like that is faster on Wii. That was some bad dead hand RNG as well. Like, it can come down to something like that, like dead hand spawning in the hands, you know?
Yeah. You gotta drag him all the way out and then get around behind him, which just... bleh.
Wait, there was a Mario game on the N64? What was it called?
You know, Mel, just no. Leave me alone, Mel.
Okay, so Engel's not save quitting. Interesting. And we'll see what his RNG is now on the true spinner. Because it changes when you look. Yeah, so see? So it would have been the first one on the left, I think. If I understand how this works. Oh my goodness, and he got the worst RNG.
And they're literally, like, overlapping on this again. My god! Oh, we got that re-equipped. Oh man, if only they knew how close this was. This is exactly what we want out of our races every time.
Oh man, this is... Oh, there's a big chest. Wait, no, was that a big chest?
Nope.
Oh, I could have swore I saw it. I have bad eyes. DC eyes.
Bad.
That's a big chest.
That's a big chest.
That's a big chest. I mean, that's what I meant to say was this was a big chest.
Oh, that's straight!
No! Dude!
We have got such a race on our hands.
No way. Oh my god.
We have got such a race on our hands, everybody. That's go mode, I believe. We've got to find our keys everywhere, so it's going to come down to BK in Spirit Temple. Holy cow.
This is amazing. We did have a pot hint that it's dead. So we're looking for all 5 small keys and the boss key here. You can't skip any small keys in Shadow, unfortunately. I don't even know what to say. Mario skipping that first. Guillotine, Engel's right behind him. Like,
Nut strats are just a little faster, man.
Mario only has 4 arrows here.
Oh no! Ha ha! Yeah, I'm allowed to use the J word now, right, guys? You're not gonna chew me out for that one now?
Oh, the like giving him troubles. opening up the invisible chest. It's not a small key. We get one small key here. So we've found 2 small keys so far. No boss key.
Oh.
Oh, getting hit by the invisible blades. And this is where, with a race like this, the execution kind of comes down to it. You have 2 dungeons left, and it's just a straight shot. Now, Spirit has some routing choices that you can make, depending on the keys you get. But this is where it'll come down to the favored execution runner. To be able to pull some time ahead. Do you even open up another big chest?
No, you don't.
I mean, I think that's just muscle memory.
Yeah.
But
it could be bigger on. It could be bigger on.
It could be bigger on, and they'd be done already because it saves 30 minutes. But
yeah. The void out. No.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's almost Bigron. That's right. That is almost Bigron. Bigron light.
Dude, another bow would bail Mario out on a refill. Like, that would be so good. But, has the trusty arrow. But yeah, like people are saying as well, this also can come down to Rova RNG.
Oh man. If Rova RNG costs one of these runners, oh, that's gonna feel so gross.
Mario in the small chest. It was arrows, Mario. You should have opened it.
There was a pot hint. There was a pot hint.
There was a pot hint, yeah. These guys aren't that cracked to YOLO and skip that without FW.
Yeah, no, that's just me.
And 2 super clean wind halls, like fan rooms. Hey, there's a slingshot. Nice.
Well, the Decker's in logic finally.
And just the execute. I just love watching this. This is the best part. It's watching them rush through their last dungeons. The heart rates are up, you know.
Oh, and neither of them knows how dangerously close this is. That's the best part to me, is that you have to consider in the race, you're like, okay, I've made some mistakes. I'm expecting my opponent to finish soon. And every minute that goes by and it gets closer and closer, it's like they still haven't finished. Oh god, how, oh no.
Yeah, exactly. Like small things like that bonk, Mario's probably like, fuck, I bonked there, you know?
Oh
yeah. I bonked, I've lost, it's over.
Yeah. Oh no.
Forfeit.
Yep, might as well. Just can't do it anymore. Gotta forfeit. Gotta be done.
I like seeing the 2 different strats here too. Like you can hookshot the ladder and get up, and that's a safer way. Or Mario went for the jump to the wheel, and that's a little bit risky because if you screw it up, you fall into the abyss. You void, you reload. And then we're chilling on the boat, right on the back, hoping the Stalfos just walks off. Just hoping the Stalfos just walks off.
Eat thyself. Come on.
There goes one.
Eat thyself out of existence. Goodbye.
Come on. There you go. It always makes me nervous, even though I know that I'm not going to get hit there. I feel like I'm always going to get hit and fall off.
Oh, I know. Every time. I'm like, I have the temptation to shield, but I'm worried they're going to ding against the shield because it reaches a little further and recoil me off the boat.
Yep. Oh yeah, I wonder how those 5 people that bet on a tie. This is the race to have bet a tie on.
Yeah, right.
get into the crusher room first, bike ball crusher room, and that, I swear to God, it's always the small key there.
Always.
It's always. Even when it's not, it's always there. And then we're gonna see the gonna shoot the bow to hit the bomb flowers, and then side hop off into the void to to skip the cutscene of pillar falling. Nice and clean. We'll see that again. Good thing he grabbed that extra arrow.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! I just realized I didn't even bet on this race.
You didn't?
No.
Did
2 hours later, I realized I didn't bet. I always forget when I'm calming.
Whoops.
I would have went all in on my boy.
See, at least then we would have had something else to argue about, because I went pretty hard all in on it. Oh, man. And now you're still on time.
And the bongo, a quick kill. Ooh, just missed it. I don't know how people do this with like humming a song or whatever, but apparently there's a bunch of songs that have the perfect beats per minute.
Down to one arrow again.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. Bongo's all neck and hand. He banged that drum.
And there was
Oh my goodness.
God. Why is this so heart-wrenchingly close? Oh my God. We're within 10 seconds.
This is crazy. Mario's gonna have to pick up arrows that are sitting right there unless there's an arrow drop from the boss. A bow. Last bow. Third bow. It's gonna be right there. It's not. He gets 5 arrows. Who needs more?
We're about 8 seconds apart right now.
Yeah, Mario won't need to get Song of Time, actually. So, even when he save quits after Spirit, it doesn't give you the song until you walk towards the Master Sword pedestal. So we'll be going completely the opposite direction. We'll be able to skip that.
Yep, 8 seconds.
And now it comes down to Spirit Temple routing. Oh. See, watching this is insane because, like, for Spirit Temple, you need 2 small keys and the boss key. Or, sorry, 3 small keys and the boss key.
We are not going to have a whole lot past this, but happy 2 hours. Thank you, Zephyr, for coming out for more comms. Dude, always fun with you. Always so much fun. Thank you to our trackers, Mel and ADM Shadow, and for putting on just the most tense run I've seen in a long time. Engel and Mr. Mario. Oh my God.
This is amazing. Are we having fun yet? 2 hours. Will Mario do the hover boot strat? Let's go. He didn't enter all the way in the left. I hate him. Just kidding. I love him. He didn't do the strat. Of all the strats that he doesn't do.
Mario, please grab a refill.
But
I think he's doing it just to spite you.
He must.
Why open it?
Oh,
no.
That's some more time saved. It's all the tiny things here.
The bigger on sword. If it's a bigger on sword, I've got an extra 30 minutes to do this. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so with these keys, Mario needs 1 more small key to get up to the top of Spirit. So this comes down to how you route this. Wow. True.
Yeah, I feel it feels like you're being attacked here.
Just a little bit. So with that small key, you could go all the way up to the top of Spirit, hoping that the boss key is there, because I don't think they got it on Child's side. You obviously do the main lobby here, but do you play for getting boss key at the top. You can still melt the face, all that stuff. You'll just have to route going back to the forearmos out to the left hand.
Ooh, ooh.
Like
I like the
it's,
aggression right now. I do.
It's like playing for.
Having a little bit of a hookshot issue there.
Hookshot malfunction.
Trying to give time back.
It's kind of the same sense of doing the compass chest first in water, and Mario's going for it. You're gambling that boss key is up at the top here. It saves so much time if it is.
That's me, 100% of the way, by the way. I'm absolutely compass first in water. I'm absolutely rush the top of Spirit Temple right now.
Yeah. Now see, I disagree with compass chest, but I totally agree with going up here first.
Man, you are just an enigma.
But yeah,
You are...
and Engel's doing this room. Oh my goodness.
If boss key's over here, he gets time back for it, though.
Yeah.
Which we're down to just one check at the top.
So if boss key's right here, that's... Oh.
Okay. Right. That means he can completely dip on all the top checks here. This actually gains him a little bit more time back.
Yeah.
We're talking about a 5-second difference between these two. Like, every second counts.
This is...
Is it just on Mirror Shield chest?
It's on the hand? Oh my goodness.
There were 2 slingshots in here? What the hell were these slingshots? Deep Shadow and Deep Spirit locked behind Shadow? Come on, game. Tell me I don't need Deku without telling me I don't need Deku.
This is gonna be so close, man. And like Twin Rova RNG,
and there it is. Oh my god, that's so good for Engel here. He is ahead again.
This is so...
Oh my.
This is so nerve-wracking, and I'm not even playing, dude.
Oh my god, Rova is going to ruin one of them.
What an absolute insane lower bracket match. Mario doing the sword strat to see if it's a big chest or not. He gets baited by it.
I mean, that is what it is.
Some of Majarkin made a jet seed. Absolutely insane. Yeah, but you're not gonna, like, that's the one location you would use lens in this dungeon, and then you would equip it off. So,
yeah,
I totally understand not
sword strats are very effective right there. Just poking. Is this a big chest? Hey, yeah, it's a big chest. I gotta open this.
Yep. Oh my god, Mario getting stuck on the pillar. Go, Mario.
Engel getting stuck on the one frame push.
Oh.
No, stop targeting the bots! I got points on this! Come on, man, you're ahead!
I hate this hook shot too. This hook shot just kills me to the chain.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully Mario gets it first shot here. Okay.
Oh, he got it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god,
Dude.
like Nathan Singh! What the hell?
Oh.
Man, of all the matches to be involved in on this one, oh my god, this is the one.
Mario got recalled. Mario
Oh
got
no!
Oh! Engel gets time. Engel's ahead on the brewer fight. Dude.
Oh! Who does Twinrova screw?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, this is the best.
This is, like, I want to keep talking over it, but I also just want to sit and watch it. Yeah, like, I have no words to add to it. So that's one hit for both. Engel's getting another shot, which is good, but where's the... Yeah, there, okay.
There's
Mario's
two.
Mario's getting another shot.
Oh, she's being a troll, though.
Oh, no.
Oh!
He saves the shot. Engel with the third shot. Mario's getting a little trolled here. Nope. Third shot coming in.
That's good for a third shot for Mario.
Oh, Engel's got the double, I think.
Yes, he's got the double.
That's the fourth shot. Oh, no.
Oh! Do the quick reset shot to make sure they don't go into a fifth shot. Mario's got the fourth shot.
The fourth on Mario. Oh my goodness.
Hype.
Like, Engel got that fourth shot, that double. That was, like... I thought that was the run right there, but then Mario, like, they shot pretty quickly afterwards. Only saving a little bit of time for Engel, but that might be the decider.
We are exactly one Twinrova Big Beam away in time right now. This is so close.
Engel getting the stabs in. Mario just starting.
Oh, there it is, the good one. Better be a one cycle here.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh my goodness, dude. And Engel's gonna save time on the save quit because he's on emulator.
5 seconds. It's 5 seconds right now.
This comes down to Lizalfos RNG, Stalfos RNG on the climb.
Jeez, my god.
Oh, and that's a heart container. Yeah, Mario's not going for it. You're YOLOing it.
All right, so let's go from like how far apart they are at the exit of Temple of Time, because that's gonna tell exactly how close this is. Because we gotta count. I mean, it's gonna be all about the quick VC save quits.
Yep. So for anyone that's just joining, I don't know how you've missed this, but since Fire Temple, we've been within... Oh my god. Nice. Since Fire Temple, we've been within, like, less than a minute difference of time going back and forth between them. So that was Fire, Shadow, and Spirit.
9 seconds separates them.
VC in shambles. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh, Engel got stuck on the bit of debris. That's some time back for Mario.
7 seconds separates them. I'll give it 2 seconds on that debris stick. Come on.
Engel's entering 2:10:30 when it faded.
I'm going to load time in personally. 7 seconds.
10:38. Oh.
7 seconds.
Jesus.
If only the runners knew. I can't imagine the heart rates. My god, the heart rates.
Dude, you're going up this tower and you're just thinking it's not over until it's not done. Like, you're... Oh, Mario's gotta get some health.
Oh no, Lizalfos!
Oh!
We were talking about Lizalfos RNG being rude. Okay, he's got the kill.
Oh no. Okay. Mario gets the kill as well. He didn't get the heart though.
10 seconds.
Oh, you have to know it's close. Like, if you're playing this, you have to be knowing, like either my opponent's just about to finish, or any little mistake.
Oh, come on, Stalfos. Stalfos, stop being mean. Oh, come on. He's getting trolled by the Stalfos so bad right there.
And then this also comes down to, like, Mario skin controlled as well, the timing. Do you go for the double knuckle kill with Master Sword?
10 seconds still separates them.
I would say that of...
Oh, he's going for it. Mario is going for the double knuckle kill.
That's good. Okay. Just dodge that swing. Nice.
Oh, that was so clean.
I think given the seed and what they've done...
4 seconds.
Mario probably feels like he would be behind, having done Deku for nothing. But... this...
4 seconds separates the runners.
And I believe that this would be... would you retime this with it being this close?
Oh man, if it ends up, I think anything under 5 seconds could use a retime, but at the same time, like, if they tie, they get to co-op versus the next opponent.
Depends on the finish. Oh my goodness.
4 seconds separates them. I mean, you can hear us yelling at this stream here. Oh, he has to re-equip! Mario already did the re-equip!
Oh.
I can't believe this!
Oh my goodness.
The re-equip early! Mario's got him by about a second!
Dude, this is absolutely insane. I feel like my neighbors are probably like, what the hell is going on? This guy's yelling at
My neighbors are like, oh no! He missed one cycle!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, and he fell! Oh, that is heartbreaking, dude.
Oh, to be this close, and oh no!
Oh man, that is... Okay, we can't say when they joined that this was so close, but like, because I hate hearing that as a runner.
You know that they already know how close this is, though.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. It's been over for 20 minutes because of the delay. But like, oh,
two stabs make the difference between Mario going home and Engel going home here. Literally 2 stabs.
I mean, when no one's done and you miss the one cycle, that's heart-wrenching, dude. Like, as a player, you're like in a weekly or just a casual race and you miss that, and then someone finishes and snipes you. That is the worst feeling. This was such a great race, though, by both these runners. This was such a fantastic race to watch, and it's so sad that, you know, that it comes down to this.
It is.
And it's like, it's sad, but it's also such a good indication of your skill against, you know, these top players, that you had a race this close. Everyone in the top 64 deserves this. Mario getting the last of his stabs in with the Master Sword here. Down goes Ganon.
As it goes down on Engel's side, but it's just the first phase. Oh my god.
One phase separates them. That is an absolutely insane finish. And Mario's coming in here with the final stab as Engel is finishing off his final phase.
Anyone and everyone out there watching this has been one of the most hardcore, tight races of the entire bracket so far. That was so ridiculously close, and
honestly, I think that is probably one of the best races I've ever watched. That was just fantastic. Like such good decision making on both sides. Engel making the decision to skip Deku that like kept him in the race. That just fantastic. Less than a minute, not even like 35 seconds difference. GG's for Engel. And here we are, joined by Mr. Mario and Engel. GG's, guys.
Yo, GG's Engel.
GG's Mario.
Have you guys had enough time to slow the heart rate a bit? Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was very tilted. Because I retimed it, and it would have been like... You guys would have had to retime it, because I think I would have been ahead by maybe a second. Maybe it's tied. Like...
on the restream, I think I was ahead by like 1 second.
Well, yeah, so Mario had the equip early that I think I must have missed it. I didn't see that.
He equipped when he did the save coming out of Spirit.
Oh!
I had to save quit anyways, and we didn't have big runs with.
Yeah, I only equipped Deku Nuts at that point, because I was like, I know the stupid lizards are going to troll me, they're going to troll me, they trolled me. So the nuts, like, that equip kind of helped. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. So that early equip, like, you guys entered within
4 seconds.
4 seconds of each other.
Engel was ahead 4 seconds walking into the Ganon fight, and the re-equip put it within a second. I think Mario was ahead by maybe a second in that.
Yeah, my Ganon fight wasn't perfect though, so that would have been extremely close.
Yeah, my Ganon fight was clean. It was just, I don't know. I haven't messed up the dwarf fight in a while. Like, normally it's Bongo that I don't get the one cycle on, and I get it this seed, and of course
I didn't get it this seed.
That was amazing. Like ever since like Fire, it's just like the like 10 seconds, 8 seconds difference between the two, and it's like Mario equipping Lens going into Shadow, and then Engel getting the shitty RNG.
Oh my god, the RNG, dude! It was the
and you got man.
Oh god. Oh, that means you did Dead Hand first before pushing the thing,
he did, yeah.
If you just pushed it immediately, it would have been fine.
Well,
yeah.
That's a few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like
it always comes back
like
to the spinner.
It's always the true spinner. Who was saying that we wouldn't have a race decided by true spinner?
I didn't have the lens, so I couldn't.
You can blame, like, one of us winning this race on literally anything.
Oh my god.
So,
I mean, I was yelling at Mario in the race time, like, dude, why didn't you just do Spirit normally? And then it wouldn't, like, the end wouldn't have mattered. He would have been ahead 30 seconds anyway.
I mean, I could have skipped Deku and, like, half of Lost Woods and, like, stuff like that. But I had a bad feeling, like, doing Deku, but it was night. Yeah. So my reasoning for doing Deku is, it'll make it daytime because I don't have Sun Song. Then I can go do Forest and
that's
GTG.
That's a big brain right there, actually. I didn't even consider that. It's just like, it's Deku. You do Deku.
I would not have done Deku if it was daytime.
I'll
say that. Because I get Minuet at Saria, and you're like, well, if you go adult, that's just immediate forest.
I guess you had your bow at that point too, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, see, I had the daytime, so that's why I was like, no, we're just doing Forest and chasing Forest and GTG first before worrying about Stone Deku when the Stone Song is garbage, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I got Strength 2 in Shadow Temple, I was like, shit.
Yeah, same.
Extremely
I was
close.
like, why is it a long go mode here?
Within seconds of each other picking up that strength.
I was just like, I knew this is going to be extremely close. I just had to try my best not to let the nerves take over.
Yeah, no, Engel got the hammer in GTG and was immediate. Bolero, let's go fire. Mario dipped out of GTG to do hammer rock.
I did Valley.
Yeah, you did Valley, yeah.
Yeah, see, I was when I got the hammer too, I was like, oh no, if the strength is just in Shadow, dude.
Yeah.
And then going straight for beside boss, for the boss key right out the gate and just, nope, in the boss room.
Yeah, Engel went for, got the boss key and fire. Mario went for the bottom loop first.
Of course.
And then it was like 8 seconds entering the warp. And it was just
God.
Just mind blowing. Like that was probably one of the best races that I've ever watched.
Yep.
I have to watch it back.
Dude, we were losing our fucking mind.
Oh, everyone.
Also, you didn't do my strat in Spirit.
I don't know
what
your
strat.
Well, I do know your strat. I just don't do it because
this guy.
I haven't practiced it enough.
Okay, but you'll do the hover boots in Valley.
Yeah, you hover boot recoil for the crate in Valley.
I just know how that works.
If I didn't get hammer in GTG, I was doing the hover thing too.
Damn,
But I was like, nope, I'm out.
I'm surprised at how many people know the hover thing. First, Sea Falcon says he knows it, and now you say you know it. Like, I thought I was the only one who knew.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, Mario. I asynced your match versus Bobby.
Yeah.
I lost because I did the hover trick and got that stupid dance.
That's what I was saying in the interview.
I know, that's what I did. Literally what you said is what I did. I was like, God.
Oh, God. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm at a loss for words, like, watching this, and, like, I the entire time, I really didn't think of any questions to ask you guys of the seed, because, you guys had a bit of an early game divergence with Mario going and getting storms first.
Yeah, I
the late
figured
storms
that I would get
felt
that
hurt me
first.
Yeah. Which we're like, oh man, that's huge for Mario. And then he went to, like, and then of course the bottom of the well hints right beside it, right?
Right.
So it's like, hey, idiot, go to bottom of the well.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then you go there and you're like, well, shit, Dins, hook shot, Kokiri sword, like what? Okay. And like, I don't know, it just kind of made sense, like your routing. Like I didn't pick up on the nighttime and the Deku play to change time of day, but that totally makes sense in that situation.
Okay, speaking of, this is a funny true story during the seed. When I was doing well, it was nighttime, right? And I wanted it to be daytime for some reason, probably to go back to go to Lon Ranch. That's why I wanted it to be day. So as I was entering Dead Hand's room, I'm like, man, it would be really nice if I got Kokiri's sword to set it to daytime. And then I immediately get the Kokiri sword. I'm like, are you serious? The seed reads your mind. I swear to God.
Yeah, I think that's another part where I lost some time to you because I didn't have storms or suns when I went child.
Yeah.
And then after I looped around, like got the hovers and stuff, my time of day was just slightly off, and I had to wait like 20 seconds to go back to get storms. So that was a little, but like there was nothing else I could do at that point.
Yeah, I'd say doing one child segment and never coming back is pretty good.
Yeah, we were thinking with the Rudo's letter and Spirit that could have been pretty major for Engel, because he got that pretty early because he went back child. And it was like, okay, well, Mario has bottom of the well done, but Engel has Rudo's letter and Jabu, so it's like
Jabu had nothing.
yeah, of course. And then Jabu's barren, right?
And Ice has like a garbage song too, so it's
garbage song, garbage item. And it's just like seeing that, we're just like, who's it gonna pay off for? You know, which one is it gonna pay off for?
Oh man, I don't have words. Like, I'm literally just sitting here in awe at how this race ended, how this whole race, like the last 40 minutes of this race went. There aren't words.
And like Riley had brought up, like it was so close that we're like, emulators saving Engel so much time on the save quit back to Temple of Time. We're like, oh my god, it's coming down to like,
give me Prelude instead of Suns. Yeah. This is the one time that I'd want Prelude instead of Suns.
I mean, you could have went and gotten it. You could have.
Just go to Ice Cavern.
Yeah.
Just go to Ice.
Just waste 5 minutes for me.
But yeah, it's unfortunate that that's the end of your bracket journey, Engel.
Yep.
Been fantastic watching you play. Didn't you guys play each other
last
in
season?
SGL?
Yeah, this guy needs to stop like showing up and
each other
ruining my
last
fun.
season as well.
Yeah, we met in Losers Bracket season 5.
Oh, okay. I guess that is what I was thinking.
Maybe SGL, but I don't remember SGL.
I thought you guys played SGL.
It was definitely
online.
S5 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always sucks leaving the tournament. I know.
Yeah.
but man, what a great race, and like it really could have gone either way.
Yeah, I mean, last time I think he got me with like more of a casino seed, and it wasn't that close at the end. You know, at least this one was like more hype, I guess. So.
Yeah, that's the one thing I wanted to come out of this race. When I got the strength 2 in Shadow, I'm like, okay, if this is a close race, I'm fine with any result, like win or lose. But obviously, it's easier for me to say.
And for Mr. Mario, I think your next opponent is Master Alex. So
Are you serious?
Just doesn't get any easier.
I have to play Alex now?
Are you serious? Yes, unfortunately.
Oh no.
I feel like I mean any race, even the first round, like there's no easy races, and especially getting later into the tournament, there's definitely going to be no easy races from here on out.
Absolutely. This is by no means an easy race for me.
Oh no, 100%.
And that won't come up because top 64 is correct.
Exactly. Yeah, I was saying like anyone can take one match. All it takes is just one match off of someone, right?
Exactly.
I guess 2 because double the limp, but you know, whatever. Do you guys have any other words to say?
Just GG's Mario. Good luck in the next round, and thanks to everyone at ZSR for running this.
Yeah, thanks guys for the restream. Thanks for commentating. I'm sure it was a blast.
Yeah, it was awesome to watch that. And
that was beyond
talk
words.
shit. No,
Let me just add my own GGs as well. Please, if you're not following these two runners somehow, go fix that right now. Both Engel and Mario. One hell of a race. Engel, GGs. Congrats on the run. And Mario, we will see you back here shortly again for the race with Alex. Our two trackers today, heroes behind the scenes, Mel and ATM Shadow. Thank you very much, both of you. And I guess I can thank Zeph and Hollow. Thank you for not getting us TOS or anything or booted off the air. Appreciate that.
I would never.
I really had to rein back. No.
No, keep an eye on the schedule. Plenty more coming up in the next few days. One race tomorrow, I think. I don't know. I assigned volunteers earlier. I forget already. But plenty of races throughout the week. Plenty of other games besides Ocarina Time Rando. So, see quite a few. If there's anything you're interested in, please join us again soon. Any final thoughts before we head on out for the night?
I got nothing. I need to go and get some water for my voice.
Oh man, I'm right there with you. There was too much hype in this race for me to handle.
That was as close a race as I think we've had this tournament. So from a watcher, we want to see more of that. Racers, no, you don't want any of that garbage, I'm sure.
No, you want a clean win. You want to know that you were secure.
Hiking up Ganon's just hiking up Ganon's castle like, no, I've got this win. There's no way I lose this now.
Yeah, there's no way that someone does stone water and you win. I don't know. But thanks to Cubs for the restream. This was awesome.
I'm next time I race you, I'm doing that just to mess with you.
All right.
With that, we are going to head on out for the night. Everybody stay safe. Thank you very much for joining us. And until next time, have a good night. See you soon.
See ya.